quickly, Origi! It's Torres to give Chelsea a place in the Champions League final. The headline has been written. Legend! Oh, you beauty! What a head, son! What a head! Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. And it's live.
Hello and welcome to the first ever edition of Football Fanatics. I'm your host Conor O'Donoghue, and joined alongside me is our other co-host
Rory Carroll.
So obviously the first edition of Football Fanatics. This is our very first recording of a podcast, myself and Rory. So hopefully you like, subscribe, as the YouTubers say. But first of all,
subscribe to my OnlyFans.
His OnlyFans Strawberry Daiquiri.
Yeah.
With the skull strawberry. I don't know why, but sure. Fuck it, we can swear as well, by the way. This is non-PG.
Perfect. I was wondering that last night.
Yeah, don't worry.
So we just jump straight into it with match preview for tonight.
Yeah, obviously Liverpool playing Wolves at the Molineux.
Big game.
Big game indeed. Obviously Liverpool looking to go 16 points clear of Manchester City at the top of the Premier League table. As we all know, I know as a Liverpool fan myself, I think we have it. I don't want to say we have it.
No, as much as I absolutely hate to say it, you already have it. It's just, I don't want you to do an undefeated season.
See, that's
because this is, without a doubt, one of the greatest Premier League teams ever put to show. Like,
it's monumental.
Like, you're breaking records left, right and centre. Like,
I think if we beat West Ham next Wednesday, we're the first team to beat all 20 Premier League teams.
Yeah.
There's some stat like
that. Yeah, I
saw
there was just West Ham left, and West Ham are
West
probably
Ham
going down. Let's be honest.
I want them gone.
David Moyes, what were they thinking?
Pellegrini as well. I mean, obviously we lost the title back to Pellegrini's Man City side in 13-14, and for me, his defensive record at City, I knew, like, playing, what was his name, Martin Demichelis?
Demichelis, yeah.
Yeah, the Argentinian, that's it all, playing him. But, like, I think, I don't know, like, we obviously have to beat West Ham, but if we go invincible and go Centurions, we are the best team. I don't care about this back-to-back shite. Obviously, it does mean a lot.
My only thing would be, and I saw it during the week, was I feel like the league is at a lower standard right now.
Big time.
Like, ye and Manchester City are heads and shoulders above every other team.
It's Barcelona, Real Madrid.
Yeah, like, there's way more. But that's also showing the talent around the league. Like, every team is being really competitive with each other. Sure, I saw that Southampton.
They were in the bottom three.
They would be fifth right now if they didn't lose it against Wolves last week in a comeback. They'd be in fifth, or else like a point off fifth. They've won the most points since that 9-0 loss, bar the top three teams.
That's nuts. And I mean, I remember last month they were in the bottom three.
Yeah.
And now they're above Arsenal and Spurs.
Yeah.
It just shows you, I think it's the worst top four race we've ever seen personally.
Bar last. Yeah, actually, no, in general, yeah. Just no.
Like, obviously, we'll get on to Chelsea after we go on about Liverpool and the United games, but Rory's a Chelsea fan. I mean, you've lost 8 games and you're still fourth.
Yeah, it's been great. I don't get why people are calling for Lampard's head already. Like, this is a man, he's come in.
He's English, as Roy Keane says.
Yeah, he's come in after a year's experience. We've lost our greatest player of the decade, probably top 10 players of all time, not top 5. We're using the youth, and like, sure, we've Mason Mount, he played championship highest level.
Championship players like
Tomori, yeah, we're playing with a championship level.
Reece James, was it Wigan last season?
Wigan, yeah, player of the season. And we are overperforming massively, but it's just signings in the window now. Like, obviously we still have like one of the best midfields in the league. It's just they're not clicking anymore. It's a bit all over the shop, but I suppose the most important thing now is Wolves doing a job for all of the league tonight.
I rate that. I rate the way you swung back into it, because I was thinking, how are we going to go back into it?
Yeah, because we saw it last weekend against Southampton, 2-0 down, back to 3-2. Raul Jimenez is on absolute fire right now. Adama Traore, fantastic. There's that Pedro Neto, is he?
Yeah, he's only 19.
Yeah, he's been very good. Like, they've got a serious squad, but will they have enough to beat Liverpool tonight? Probably not.
you know, you never know in the Premier League. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
If a top four side, a traditional top four side had Raul Jimenez, they'd all be above him. It's because he plays for Wolves.
Yeah, and I'm honestly surprised that no big team is in for Raul Jimenez.
Yeah, like, I mean, for me, he's definitely worth 70 million, easy.
In today's market, yeah, he's banging in goals. You know, he's physical. He's good in the air. He's suited to the Premier League down to a T.
He's what a 90s Premier League striker would be.
Yeah.
He's a no-excuse striker.
Like, you look at your, I don't know, is this a bad comparison, but like your Jimmy Floyd Hasselbanks, like,
I get where you're
big,
coming
strong,
from.
bit of pace. That's the mould he's in. But it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. You know, it's
obviously as well Connor Cody, the Scouser, who's played for us.
There'll be goals anyway.
There will be goals. Hopefully Sadio Mane, my fantasy football captain.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets a few. I went down the league there, but 205th, but sure, I'm back in the.
I haven't looked at mine in months.
But moving along now to the game of the weekend that Liverpool played. First of all, what are your thoughts on the Van Dijk and David De Gea situation? Was it a foul or not, in your opinion?
In my eyes, no foul, but you can easily see why it's given. Like, the goalkeepers are heavily protected.
Oh, they're so protected.
Heavily protected. I know, I used to play it myself. Like, you know, goalkeepers, you want that bit of contact.
Yeah.
You get a free kick, like, but like, it was just, you know.
Yeah, I like.
They're blowing you, like, blew United out of the water.
Oh, but like, I couldn't believe it was 1-0 to when it was. I mean, it was nearly a carbon copy of the Spurs game the week previous.
Yeah,
that we were better in them, except for it was at Anfield, and obviously you could kind of compare the Lo Celso chance to the Martial chance or the Andres Pereira chance, where he battled. I don't know how he's a Manchester United player.
I don't know how he's a Brazilian,
but he was Belgian born.
That explains a lot.
He
like,
doesn't have the samba.
No, but like, you look at this United team. Where's the quality?
It's the worst team I've ever seen. Like, as a Liverpool
like, you're
fan.
playing. He's a great talent, Brandon Williams, but like, you're playing.
You can't.
They've loaned out their best centre back. They've spent 80 million on Maguire. Like, that
says it all.
Like, I would rate Tomori higher than I would rate Maguire.
Big time.
Off this season easily. I saw today they had a loan offer rejected for Vecino from Inter Milan, a defensive midfielder. They have no creativity. Why are they going in for defensive midfielders? Like,
Matic still plays for them. Phil, like, I mean, I was watching the game. We'll get onto it as well, the Burnley game, and Phil Jones is playing higher up the pitch than Matic.
Yeah, it's that team is a travesty. Like, Martial, I don't see him lasting another 2 seasons at United.
No, he's for me, he's one of the most overrated players in the league.
Yeah,
he has quality, but it's like, I really think if he went to Marseille,
if you say Martial, what's his best position? Do you know that?
No,
he's been there for what, 4 or 5 years now. What's his best? Is he a left winger? Is he a striker? Like, at least now with Rashford, we know he's better as a striker.
Exactly.
Like, but Martial, I know they have no choice but to play him. But like Greenwood has been excellent for them this season off the bench. You have to play Greenwood. Like, Dan James, he's not the player that he's not a United player.
He's not the article, but he's better than what they have.
Yeah, he's better than what they have. Like, they have no one on the bench. They've no quality. Like this,
and also as well. Sorry to interrupt you. Axel I can't pronounce his name.
Tuanzebe.
That's it. No, how is he not playing? I think he's injured, but like, when he wasn't injured, he only had like a run of 5 games.
Yeah, like,
and he played centre back and got a left back for Villa the season previous. But I think he's obviously a natural centre back. He should be playing.
Yeah, and yes, they're throwing Phil Jones in. Like, what happened to Diego Dalot? I've seen him on the bench. You saw him start, but was it the last day? But FA Cup maybe.
Yeah, he came off the bench.
But surely, like, this can't all be Solskjaer. He's not a great manager.
It's the Glazers and Woodward.
But like, they're investing, but like, you look at how United invest, you look at how Liverpool invested. You've spent less
levels,
and you've gotten, like, your team's probably worth 3 times as much as United's right now.
I mean, we've like Wan-Bissaka, for me, everyone hyping him up. Oh, best right back in the league.
He's no.
He's a great tackler.
He's a
not
great.
a great runner.
I would say he's a better defender.
Yeah, he's a better defender
than Alexander Arnold, but that's not what the game's like anymore.
No,
the game's evolved to where literally we have overlapping centre backs, with Sheffield obviously.
the centre backs.
Yeah, like full backs have to attack now. You know, you need that overlap. You need that inverted run with Man City. What Bissaka doesn't offer that. They've got really young, obviously. So Brandon Williams, does he offer that? He's a right footer, as far as I know, playing on the left hand side.
Yeah, he is.
Like, you get the inverted run, but that's not.
I mean, obviously, you know, every pundit goes, "Oh, this is the great Manchester United." As it hurts me, but like, you gotta respect the club. They have won the title 20 times. They
are the greatest team to ever grace the Premier League.
Like, financially going through the 90s, it's like everything. Like, they're bragging about getting a Lego sponsorship. That's how much the club has fallen.
Yeah, it's gone down to Arsenal levels of banter. I'd say they've even gone below Arsenal levels of banter, because even when they were the last 2-3 seasons under Wenger, they were still around 5th, 6th. That was the thing. Yeah, like United. They're there, but I don't see them getting top 4 this season.
I can see
them, like, if they don't invest in January, which it's looking unlikely now.
Fernandes,
like, bar 30 million for a 16-year-old who could come great, but that's 10 years till he comes great. Where would United be in 10 years? I know they have the money. I don't see them. Elite? I was about to say, I don't see them being leads. There's too much money in that club. Like, they're financially sound for life, but Newcastle, like, they could be like a mid-table team by then if the investment continues this way, because they maybe have 2 more seasons of attracting top players,
if that,
and then you're going to be going down to Europa League players, and then
I can only compare it to Liverpool and Roy Hodgson. It's by 6 players, get 2 of them kind of work out, and they're the big money ones. Like, I remember we were signing like Danny Wilson, Joe Cole when he was past his peak. Andre Varane, like, was our number 10. That was a dark time of my life. I remember Gerrard, plain as day, we were losing him 3-1 to Blackburn at Ewood Park, and he skied the penalty on purpose to get Roy Hodgson sacked. That's the only way I can compare Liverpool to a United standpoint.
Yeah, and as it came out today, the board fully back Ole.
He's at the wheel.
He's at the wheel. The wheel of the car that went off the side of the cliff and has been submerged in the ocean for about 2 weeks now. They're still looking for it, but he's clutching to that wheel, like, with his dead corpse.
He's just...
Well, I suppose it's a bus, shit, really, because he's bringing the United team with him.
Yeah, but like, he's just shit. Like, but Alisson, you know, he has as many Premier League assists this season as Raheem Sterling, Mesut Ozil, Gylfi Sigurdsson, and obviously one more than a Hesse Lingard, you know, not Jesse, because Hesse.
Yes, Hesse Lingard, who they took off the bench last night
to get the goal.
To get the goal, yes, my man who went a year without a goal or an assist in the league.
He's Jay Lings, he can do what he wants.
Yeah, the man is better off at just moving into the business world, because that's where he's getting to now.
And I remember when Liverpool were playing United last season at Anfield, obviously Shaqiri, Big Shaq, got Mourinho sacked, and Roy Keane was on about the Jay Lings clothing line, and he's made I think it's a reported £200,000 loss.
Jeez, he's not good at anything, is he?
He's not good at anything apart from doing the Jay Lings celebration.
Yeah, like when you have the best goalkeeper in the league getting more assists than you. It is, and we should talk about how fantastic Alisson has been this season.
I think,
like, that back line is, bar the Chelsea one that went on to concede, was it 15 goals in a season?
Yeah.
Like, and you're on 14 conceded right now, so I think that's the only record we're going to have after the season.
Yeah, unless we
we've lost the points, goals scored, everything in the last few years.
I mean,
the great Mourinho teams are gone, like, and I know past and everything, but
yeah,
I don't ever see that record of 14 or 15 goals in a season conceded ever be beaten.
No. The way the game's advanced, nobody will accept.
As I said, like, there's more goals in the league every single season. Like, even with VAR, there is still more goals being scored.
Oh yeah, I saw that. But I mean, Liverpool, we've got 7 clean sheets in a row now since Joe Gomez has come back into the side.
Yeah, halfway to Edwin van der Sar's record.
Is it
14?
14
in a row.
Didn't know that.
And in the next 7 games, do you have anyone big, you think?
We've kind of gone after Wolves tonight. We have an easy enough run. I think our next big game is City away. I think that's the 11th of April. The 11th of 4. It's April. It's early April. I know that.
That's it. You could easily get
But I know
14, 15 clean sheets in a row.
if we win, well, say City win all their games, we win all our games, we will be crowned champions at the Etihad. That is beautiful.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and
The ball fraud will see us in jubilation.
Ross scored, like, you scored 16 now since you last conceded a goal. How many will you have scored by the time you do concede a goal now? Like,
That's it.
although tonight, great chance that they could.
Yeah.
Great chance that they could, but say they don't. Like, he could hit 50 goals at a push without conceding a goal. If
the boys are in form, like,
if they're up for it, yeah, and if fixture congestion doesn't get too hard, because you have to remember the Champions League is coming back.
yeah,
You've big games against Atletico Madrid, who are
the
another
Wanda Metropolitano. We know that stadium well. Big Divac.
and a notoriously tough ground to go. So like they're a great defensive unit, but they're not on your level. No, but it will be interesting. I suppose
we can kind of link now to Man United game last night since we're going at him.
Yeah,
Sean Dyche and the Boyos. That's all we got to say for that one, really.
Sean Dyche, honestly, give him a job at United.
He will sort you out.
He's not.
Voice break.
He's the modern day. It's kind of Roy Hodgson, Sam Allardyce-esque manager. It's not pretty football, but it's effective.
But he's stable as well. He wouldn't fuck off. No, obviously he was at Watford, but we'll just say Watford because they obviously just hired Nigel Pearson there a few games back.
Who's doing wonders.
He's doing very well. Apart from the game where it was clinched, but I can't think of his name. Mings got the goal officially.
Yeah, Villa last 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
Yeah. Collins thought he had things in it, but still, like Burnley, they're on a roll. Chris Wood has scored 10 goals in the league for the 3rd season in a row now at Burnley.
Yeah.
Like, and this is the fastest he's done it in. I think he's done in 22 games this season, and he still has way more to go. So he's on for personal best. Chris Wood, another striker who is thoroughly underrated.
Oh, big time.
Like, he's banging them in consistently for Burnley. He'd be a great option for any kind of top 8 team.
Yeah.
But you just can't really knock Burnley, but you obviously can knock United.
I mean, like, since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was made the permanent manager of Manchester United in March, they've lost more Premier League games than they've won. They've lost 12 games and they've only won 11. I mean, that's not acceptable.
Yeah, it's like
we are speechless.
Yeah, if there was any other big team in the world that was doing this, their manager would be out the door.
I'd be gone. Like,
if this was Watford, they would be out the door.
Like, look at Bayern Munich when they got rid of Nico. Do you know what I mean?
Barcelona literally just sacked their coach. They're top of the table.
Yeah,
they were top of the table and they sacked their coach because they weren't playing good football that they didn't like to look at.
It's the different standards of. I mean, it's the Glazers, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. Suppose move on to a few more of the games from the weekend and midweek.
For those of you who don't know, obviously it's our first episode of the Football Fanatics. Rory is a diehard Chelsea fan. Yeah. So would you just like to tell us what happened with Newcastle?
We have no creativity. We had it at the start of the season. Obviously injuries we have killed our season so far. Like we only just got back Reece James for the last month and a bit now. Loftus-Cheek, who knows when he's back, who is our good box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah.
Like we saw it last season. Will he be the same player when he comes back? Hudson-Odoi, just starting to get form. Honestly, he was my man of the match against Arsenal for our side. Got the assist, constant threat. But Tammy, he's not getting the service into him. His runs are getting
hell when he went into the board. But obviously,
who knows how long Tammy's out for now. Like
another problem for
I wouldn't throw Mitchie up front for the life of me anymore.
But you know what the good thing is about Mitchie? He tweeted me the night Chelsea won the league because I put a video up of you.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And I will always love Mitchie, but he's Mitchie. Not suited to Chelsea at all. Giroud.
No. He should have stayed.
He's probably sticking with us because Inter are going in for another one. Inter's going for Llorente now.
Oh really?
But
and isn't he Napoli now?
Yeah, it'll be a swap deal for Pochettino for 25 million plus Llorente. But back to that, we have no striker options right now. Lampard doesn't know our best midfield at all. Do you know?
I don't think anyone does.
No, Kovacic should be starting.
He's nailed that.
He started against Arsenal. He did okay, but he didn't start the last 2 games. Maybe he's our player of the season, or he's up there. Jorginho shouldn't be a holding midfielder. Kante's been played out of position.
Again.
Like, it's simple fixes, but
it's the little things that make a massive difference in football.
Yeah, and to be fair as well, at the weekend, or I suppose stick at Newcastle, just couldn't break them down. Header into the box, Kepa. Okay, not every keeper's going to save that, but it's the same thing. It's not his position. He has the positioning. It's his wrists. He has no strength in his wrists. I've seen it multiple times.
He wasn't busy enough when he was 14, so
obviously, whatever they're doing in Spain, they work too hard. He's frustrating. Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
He's the world's most expensive goalkeeper, and he shouldn't be anywhere near a top 4 side on this form.
On this form, no. I'd actually rather Dean Henderson.
Yeah, honestly, we have Willy Caballero. Why not stick him in net for a few games? He's not great, but
he'll do a job. Sure,
he's got safe hands.
Get Rob Green out of retirement, the living legend.
I've seen Nick Pope being linked for the summer.
I'd take him.
A very good bet, but it's just, can we sell Kepa with the wages he's on and recoup most of the money?
That's the thing you want.
No, not at all.
But who would he go to?
Exactly.
Like, if he's going back to Spain, Atletico, Oblak, Real, Courtois.
Who's on very good form this season as well.
Oh, is he actually in good form? He's been on my CV.
He's been extremely good this season. Well, he's been good this season. I still think Courtois is massively overrated, even when he was at Chelsea.
Yeah, he was.
He was not anywhere near.
He's like a giraffe in acid.
Like, Peter Cech's level was way higher above. Skies above him. But yeah, and then Arsenal game after that.
Can we just talk for a minute about Mustafi and David Luiz? How are they professional football? How is Mustafi won a World Cup?
He actually had, bar managing to get his own player sent off and concede a goal, he had a decent game next to Xhaka at the back. He shouldn't be cutting living. David Luiz, not his fault for the goal. He had to make the tackle. He was trying not to foul him. He made the foul. Sometimes you just have to do that. I wouldn't blame David Luiz for it.
No.
He always has a special place in my heart as well.
Yeah, Champions League winner, Premier League winner for you.
Yeah, Europa League. He's won basically everything for us. Actually, no, he has won everything for us.
Apart from the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gary Cahill got sent off that one. I blame him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I remember that.
Was that Corinthians?
Or did he score in it? Corinthians, yeah.
Yeah.
2-1. Or was it 1-0? So long ago now.
2012?
Yeah, 8 years ago now. Jeez,
but
like that Arsenal team, like, they hadn't won away from home since the start of December. They're 10 men down with 60 minutes to play at the Bridge. Any other season at Chelsea at the Bridge, we'd whitewashed them. We'd 6-0 them.
I remember when you were beatable at the Bridge. I mean, was it 86 games? I remember watching it. Was it Sunderland? I think it was Fabio Barini.
Yeah, it was Barini penalty.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
It was after Altidore got fouled, as far as I remember.
Sure, yeah.
Which is another record I don't think is ever going to be beaten. 86 games unbeaten at home. Under.
Anfield.
You'd have to go all of next season to get, I think, and half of the season after that.
I'm not saying
we could do it. We could do it.
I mean, the last game we lost was 3-2 against Palace. Benteke and Sacco, doing the fucking handshake.
Yeah.
When Sacco was still on loan from I went fucking through me.
Yeah, but everyone's giving Kante a bit of stick over the first goal. He wasn't on his own at the back. There was another player next to him. It was Emerson, who decided to run forward, and he left Kante on his own. Can't blame him for the slip. Honest mistake. We've seen it happen.
Yeah, I have as a Liverpool fan anyway.
We've all seen it happen to us.
Martinelli, I mean, he's the first teenager to score 10 plus goals in a single season for Arsenal since Nicolas Anelka.
He looks the real deal.
He came from the 4th division of Brazil.
He looks strong. He's pacey. His finishing is quite decent. He's good in the air. Like, that man, he'll be better than Nicolas Anelka, I'll say.
Oh, fact.
Like, Nicolas was not a bad striker by any stretch.
He was obviously Bolton Wanderers, man.
Golden ball winner with Chelsea, like. But it also was the season where the top scorer had 18 goals, but...
Was it 18? Was it that low?
It was 18, I believe. But,
Vardy had that now. I mean, Vardy's on 17.
Yeah, but... And... I actually don't see who's going to win the Golden Boot. Probably Vardy. If the injury's not too bad after he sustained yesterday.
Yeah. So we're going to segment away. We're going to go for a quick bit and a a quick break. Sorry about that. And we'll be back with a debate about the English strikers due to injuries. Will Rashford be out for the Euros? And Kane. We're going to talk about the English strikers just in a bit. Welcome back to Football Fanatics with Conor Deneau and
Rory Carroll.
So we're going to talk about our debate now, our version of a debate. The English striker situation. Obviously, Rashford, he's done his back and he's fucked his back basically.
Could be back for April, but
You don't know what
it's one of those injuries where he'll want to make the Euros. He might try and rush back. Just a little
and
injury
then fuck it up
again. Another injury. Kane, we don't know what he's...
Yeah, I mean, I heard Michael Owen talking about it.
Like, he is training actively, but will he be back in time? Like, and will he pick up an injury again? Like, it's just thinking you don't want to rush them back, but they want them back as well. Like, so it's going to be a really fine margin on whether Rashford or Kane make the Euros.
Yeah, so
but
obviously
I suspect they will.
They have a lot of choices. I mean, could you go through a few of the strikers
Yeah,
first?
I suppose in terms of active strikers that will be going for the Euros, you have Danny Ings on top of the mountain right now with 14 goals. He's absolutely raking them in for Southampton. Basically, like, Danny Ings, different level this year. You see why he's like at full fitness.
It's the confidence.
I think England fans would not mind him up front.
I'd actually rather... if I was honest now, I don't think I'd have Kane up top. I think he's a very one-dimensional... He's brilliant at what he does, but he's a very one-dimensional player.
But Kane, if he is there, he will start.
Because Southgate...
And he is a world-class striker. Like,
he is, but like I just, in my opinion...
I think Ings offers a bit something else. Like, he's
exactly the break.
a bit pacey, and he's not scared to get rough in. Like,
Kane wants ball to feet the whole time.
Kane drops deep.
Yeah.
Ings is a running behind.
Yeah.
But I suppose we've Tammy Abraham. He's 13 goals this season.
Brilliant for Chelsea, first proper season.
Second season in the Premier League, but Swansea one of the worst. A very bad Swansea team.
Renato Sanchez.
Yeah, Renato Sanchez. Oh, dreadful team. But like Tammy, he's doing well. The thing is now, can he keep it up going into the Euros? Because they have dried up slightly lately.
Mm-hmm.
The big thing. We've obviously Calvert-Lewin. He's having a great season. He just hit 10 goals.
First time since Rooney, I believe, for an Everton player.
Yeah. Oh, gee. English Everton player, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, they Lukaku, like.
Oh, no, this is Rooney when he was last with the club.
Oh.
I think it's the first.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry, I was thinking of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But since Angelotti's coming, he's scoring nearly every game.
Yeah, he's been absolutely fantastic. Will he make the England squad though?
I don't think he will.
No, not right now.
He's just in the mix.
Yeah, he's just there, and obviously Callum Wilson.
He's a very streaky player.
Just broke his scoring duck first goals in September.
Like,
scored against who was it they were playing? Brighton. Yeah, Brighton. Could have had two against Brighton. One was put down as an own goal, but good for the confidence. See how Wilson does, but.
I mean, Southgate loves him. Southgate always picks him no matter what.
Like,
I wouldn't pick him personally.
Realistically, who would be the three strikers if you were Gareth Southgate, who would be the three strikers you'd bring to the Euros? And as an Irishman, I wish we could say that we had this many choices for strikers.
I wish we could. Obviously, we have our under-21s.
We have Michael Obafemi. It's all about
Obafemi. Martins is what's his name? Chris Kamara said the last day. You hear that?
No.
Yeah, he's like Obafemi Martins is up front for Southampton.
Basically watching prime Obafemi Martins.
Obviously you can't know because he's retired from international football.
I was about to say would they tempt him out of it though?
I think he said if there's an injury crisis,
if Kane honestly
and Rashford are out, he has to go.
I think even if Rashford makes it and Kane misses out on the Euros, I think Vardy would come back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
And full respect because Jamie Vardy is getting better with age somehow.
Yeah.
It's literally Zlatan. Well, obviously not literally Zlatan, but same. He's aging like a fine wine.
So if it was me, we'll just say Vardy. We'll just say he's in this conversation.
Yeah, like you'd want Vardy.
I would take Vardy. You kind of have to take Kane. You have to.
You have to take Kane, yeah.
I know I don't really like him. It's a tough one then. Obviously, you can kind of use Rashford as a winger as well. You
primarily plays as a winger for England, doesn't he?
He does.
It's normally
that's what I'm thinking.
Rashford, Kane, and Sterling or Sancho.
Yeah. So we'll just say he's a winger.
I would say he's going to be a winger for that. So you have Vardy and Kane.
See, this is a tough one now. Like Calvert-Lewin and Wilson are gone. It's between Tammy and Ings.
Yeah, unless like Calvert-Lewin goes on a massive score streak, finishes the season with 24 goals.
He needs to score nearly every game, I think.
Yeah.
I know. See, it's what you want. Obviously, you know a lot more about Tammy Abraham because you're a Chelsea fan.
But so even looking at it, personally, I'd have Kane, obviously, captain, all that. If Vardy wants to come out of retirement, I think that would rule Ings out because they're similar style of player.
That's what I was thinking.
And then you have Tammy for the aerial presence if he learns how to use his head, which has been. But he'll bring that physicality. Yeah. It's just something. It's like when they had they'd Peter Crouch always on the bench for England at World Cup. You want that bit of height, like it's the classic English approach.
Resort, like.
Yeah, so I'd have Vardy, Tammy, and Kane.
And Southgate used to work with Abraham for the under-21s.
Yeah, but if Vardy does not come out, then Ings, Kane, Tammy.
Yeah.
I'm just shooing in. I think Kane and Tammy are basically certs as long as Kane gets back and Tammy's goals.
Yeah.
He gets back on form.
If Kane's out, I think it will be Vardy, Ings, Tammy.
Yeah, and it's going to be an interesting Euros.
It will be, hopefully.
England were, I'd say that they're one of the favourites going into it, but a lot of their players are. Like Kane's out right now. If he'll get back, Rashford's out right now. Sterling, what has happened to him?
It's since Joe Gomez.
Ever since
Joe Gomez has taught them
since Gomez bodied him, like he's on the worst form of his life.
Big Joey Gomez.
Yeah, like that's like Pickford. She's another Kepa, English Kepa.
He has to go. Yes, we'll get into the midweek games.
You have to have Nick Pope starting for England.
I don't think so.
You don't think Nick Pope?
I think Dean Henderson.
No, I
think Dean Henderson.
I rate Nick Pope a lot higher than I rate Henderson.
I rate him, but I'd rather Nick Pope. Or fucking hell, Dean Henderson.
No. First answer only. Sorry. But why? Why Henderson? What does he bring that?
I just like him. I just like him. He's probably Jordan Henderson's cousin. That's probably why. No, but I think we'll just go club football for a second. If I was United, this is very controversial now. Like this is big. I would sell David De Gea and put Henderson in, because obviously Henderson is at loan at Sheffield to United. De Gea, he's a good shot stopper. He's losing.
I can see what might happen is the same as when we had Cech and Courtois in the same squad.
Yeah.
Sell Sergio Romero. He is the best backup goalkeeper or one of the top 3 backup goals in the world. Yeah, let's be real here. Like, he's been a fantastic player for them when he has played. But I'd have because De Gea, he just signed a new contract, didn't he? Or has he signed it?
He did. He
did. Okay, but say if his form keeps up like this now for the rest of the season, bring in Dean Henderson next season, have the two of them fight it out for number 1.
Yeah.
Dean Henderson doesn't cut it. If De Gea comes back to form, sell him, you're going to make easily 30 million.
Yeah.
If De Gea doesn't cut it, you'll make a lot of bucks for him too. He'd easily go to a Juventus or, well, Bayern bought Nubel, but if Nubel doesn't work out, he'd go to a Bayern Munich.
That's the thing, yeah.
He'd go to Real Madrid, anything. He'd go back to...
I just think it's worth a punt on Henderson for, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, he will, because, it's me just, being...
It's his confidence is shattered.
But, yeah, he's
a confidence player.
It's the back line that's not helping him at all, like...
No, and why did they loan out Smalling?
Mikey Smalling. I don't know. And he's a vegan. No, did you see that? There's a little documentary on him.
Jeez, you still eat up players coming out the United defence compared to what Phil Jones and Maguire do. Like, Maguire... he pisses me off, like so much.
He gets sent so many times. Like Wijnaldum, not made him. Do you see that? He ruined him.
Yeah, like United, conceded 4 goals now in the last 2 games, scored none. Have they looked like scoring a goal? Okay, bar Martial, blazing it over there.
But like that's...
And against Burnley, he didn't have a shot, but it was crossed in, and he should have put it in.
Oh, I saw that. He just fucked. And Meta, do you see that one?
Yeah, like they're not creating anything. And obviously the results show that. The league table shows that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I suppose, was there any other kind of go through a few of the weekend's results in general?
Yeah.
A weekend for late goals. Well, midweek late goals. Midweek late goals. Start the weekend, sure.
So the weekend, the first game of the weekend was Watford 0, Spurs 0. Arsenal 1, Sheffield United 1, and Arsenal fans were actually confident going into that game.
Man, Sheffield United.
They're the
Chris Wilder, Bar Klopp might be the best manager right now.
It sounds so stupid, doesn't it? But it's
like
facts.
if Liverpool didn't dominate the league as much, say if they beat you, if it came down theoretically the same as last season,
four or five games,
if you won by, if you won the game with like three games or 4 games to go,
yeah,
and Sheffield stayed the way they are for the whole season,
I would not like that.
I'd have Chris Wilder as my manager of the season.
Would you?
This is
I know. Like,
were they not,
work for each other.
They were favourites for relegation, I believe.
Yeah,
coming
they
in.
were. And I mean,
and they're
overlapping centre backs.
Overlapping
I've
centre
never
backs.
fucking seen anything like
Ollie
it.
Norwood, Fleck, like
Lundstrom.
Lys Mousset doing bits for them.
He was shite at Bournemouth. He was cat.
But he wasn't given as much of a chance either.
No, he wasn't. But still, like.
But like Ollie McBurney, he's starting to get
raving.
Unfortunately, Callum Robinson has done terrible since he's gone there. Of course. And he has a great Irish unit in that team, like.
There is, I mean, Enda Stevens, Johnny Egan, Robinson.
There's definitely a few more.
There probably is a few more, yeah.
Oh, McGoldrick.
Oh, yeah.
Who is really unlucky not to have a Premier League goal.
Is he not scored yet?
He has not scored. He's missed the most big chances as far as I know.
Spurs, but it was fair.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
And he's missed a few sitters. He's missed a few sitters, but yeah, feel bad for him, but yeah.
And I think the big thing as well about Sheffield is...
Bigger team than Arsenal.
Like, their strikers, they work hard. Like, once the 2 boys up top are fucked, I noticed the 2 boys are off, and then 2 other lads, they're on straight away. It's just press.
Yeah, like that team is just absolutely to be admired. Like, I rate
there's no stars. Like, you look at them and go, fuck it, they're
I saw, I can't remember how many days it's been since they lost to a team in London.
I don't think they have this season.
Oh, they haven't lost to a London team at all this season, but it's been like a few years since they lost to a team.
Years? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think it was like I don't know, am I just pulling the stat out of my arse? I feel like it was over 800 days.
Serious?
They posted something on Twitter about it.
Brighton 1, Villa 1.
Villa in the relegation zone.
I don't want them to go down.
I do not want them to go down either.
Villa to go down.
But I don't know what's going wrong for that team. It's defence.
Yeah.
It's realistically just their defence. Like,
they've obviously got Pepe Reina now because Tom Heaton's out for the season. They've got him on 6.
Another man who would have been a good shout for England #1.
Tom Heaton, yeah.
Yeah, great man to be admired.
And they got he played against us in the Champions League.
Samata,
he's rapid.
Yeah, I think he'll do good for them. Obviously, Wesley didn't really cut it. No, they were after selling Kodja.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's going to Qatar, isn't he?
Yeah. Like if the way Grealish is right now, I think he'll single-handedly save them from relegation.
Mm-hmm.
But anything happens to Grealish, who also another man for the Euros.
I think that's the debate for next week.
You think that's the debate for next week?
Madison or Grealish?
Or Mount. Sorry.
Or Mount. Ooh.
Oh, great.
Ooh. Or Lallana.
He works.
Lallana, yeah.
It's the old James McLean. He works hard, so he's good.
Doing Cruyff turns into his fucking own half.
Yeah, Brighton having a stellar season. Like
they're not sitting the world. I mean, giving Graham
they're down
6-year contract.
Yeah, they're down the bottom half. They're near the relegation zone.
I wanted them to get relegated.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Although it's not Shane Duffy. They're not even playing Shane Duffy anymore.
He doesn't even start for fucking Brighton.
Like Neil Maupay, been a good signing so far for him.
He has.
But
was he Brentford last season?
Brentford, yeah, last year. Like, he's been insane. Like Brentford. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This has been something that's been pissing me off for way too long now. Why do they have such a good team but do so bad in the Championship? Ollie Watkins, like, they've had insane attacking talent. They have Pontus Janssen at back.
Yeah.
What is wrong with that team? They have the guy that came from Monaco, the 18-year-old.
Are they still in the playoffs?
No, they dropped out. Swansea went into the playoffs.
Fucking hell. Oh, yeah. Career mode is back. It's alive.
Yeah. City Palace 2-2.
Oh my god.
Fernandinho, world-class centre-back.
Wilfred Zaha. That's all I have to say. Wilfred.
Yeah, great man. Everyone else had given up, Zaha hadn't.
Who scored it for? Oh, check
Tosin. Yeah, he's not a bad striker for them.
For a loan, like, you know.
Jordan Ayew doing well as well for them.
Who?
Jordan Ayew.
Oh, Jordan. Oh, do you see that goal?
Yeah, he's...
Oh, who's that against? Oh, when he even sent me to the shop, like.
Yeah.
So, and he dinked it over. Was it West Ham? It was West Ham.
It's West Ham, yeah. But he's been... honestly, he's just one of those Premier League strikers. He's just always going to be around there.
Yeah.
He's not great, but it's nice to have it. Like Palace having a decent enough season.
Yeah.
Having a decent season. Man City not having a decent season.
Thank fuck.
Like, they must be delighted that Laporte is back now.
Oh,
and you could see it last night.
Yeah.
Or was it 2 nights ago now?
It was 2 nights ago, yeah.
It was 2 nights, yeah. Not that it matters, but
yeah, it don't matter.
But Fernandinho not a centre back. It's just gone.
And he was still playing centre back.
It's all gone wrong for Manchester City.
And what a great time to be alive, Roy.
Yeah, to be fair, to see
that.
I was
the ball fraud.
I was dreading the 3 in a row by them.
But you don't have to worry.
No, I don't have to worry.
There's no need to be upset.
But now I have to fear Liverpool going unbeaten for a season, and
that's what we do.
You're not one of them, but like a lot of them, I can't stand some of the fans. They just go on.
I know you're
on and on.
Like,
and obviously every single team has fans like that.
Yeah.
It's just there's so many Liverpool fans in Ireland.
Yeah.
Like, I work in a Liverpool bar. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found that out, but like there's just so many, like, and I like every place I've worked, it's always been Liverpool based, and it's just always going on about it. But like, fair play, you deserved it.
May now, the 17th of May, I'll be there. I'll be there last game of the season.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be in St. James. I'll be in Liverpool now, and I will be singing "Si Senor" so fucking loud. A big game in the relegation battle as well. Norwich beating Bournemouth 1-0.
Yep, Norwich. Honestly, defensive frailties and injuries have ruined them this season. But they had like 6 or 7 players out at one point, all first teamers. Pukki's been pretty decent for them.
He's 10 goal now. He scored again last.
Yeah, he's at 10 now.
That was it, Leicester.
Yeah, and I believe he got the goal against Bournemouth as well, as far as I know.
Penalty. Steve Cook.
Oh yes, Steve Cook. Steve Cook taking tips off Kieran Gibbs.
Or Chamberlain, as the ref would say.
Yes.
Just going through these now again. Southampton,
as we mentioned, Wolves with the comeback. Southampton up 2-0. Stuart Armstrong scored 2 games in a row now. I know that was the first of the 2, and we'll get on to the other one in a bit. But Wolves, honestly, can't knock them. Fantastic team. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's not much more to say about them. Like, they don't give up. West Ham won, Everton won, 2.
Irrelevant, fuck off.
Literally irrelevant. Well, West Ham could go down. I keep saying it.
Newcastle won, Chelsea 0.
Yeah, keep back.
And we're going to the midweek fixtures now, lads.
Yeah, what are our opinions on them?
Our midweek even results.
Our midweek of... Basically, once you hit the 8... You could... This midweek fixtures, you could just not tune in for the first 80 minutes of any of the games. Mm-hmm. And you could just watch the last 10 minutes and you're guaranteed goals after what happened. Like,
I mean, obviously we're talking about England's number 1. Pickford cannot be England's number 1 after that.
No, Everton 2, Newcastle 2. As I saw today on Twitter, some Everton fan had tweeted about how it was a great 2-0 home win.
I saw that, he went away, yeah.
Yep, that was... Newcastle, are they better under Bruce than they are?
They are.
That's the thing.
Mike Ashley, he knows what he's at.
But was it their defenders have scored 12 goals this season?
And then
their midfielders have scored 11 goals this season. Their strikers have scored 1.
Is it just Joelinton?
Yeah, Joelinton's that's the only striker that scored for them in the league. Yeah.
Fuck, that was like August.
Yeah, although Andy Carroll does have a rake of assists.
Does he?
Yeah, he just keeps getting assists from knock-ons.
And I mean, Almiron only got his first goal there.
And he's on a
3 weeks off.
Doing very well now.
He's scored into Wolsey there.
As I saw some Newcastle fans hyping up, he's a 35-40 million player now.
Fuck off.
Yeah, Newcastle, they're above Arsenal now.
No, goal difference. I know 13th.
Are we sure?
It's literally 13th.
Oh no, they would have been. That was it. It was. I was thinking about they would have been above Arsenal if Arsenal had lost, but Arsenal got the point. Yeah, that was.
Like a lot of the teams in that area, they're all 13 points. Like Burnley now are a point. They're 14. They're a point. They're fucking Arsenal.
Yeah,
that's mental.
I suppose my beloved Sheffield United losing to Manchester City. but only the one goal in it.
Bremen Lane, it's a tough place to go. We've seen that.
It's a tough place, and but the thing is, they almost play better when they're not at Bremen Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're a phenomenon. Jesus missed a penalty in it. Controversial.
Henderson saved it, didn't they?
Yeah, Henderson. He might have been off the line, but
my keeper.
Was it Jesus? He has missed 3 out of the 5 penalties he's taken in the Premier League. The joint worst ratio of players that have taken more than 5.
He's no Mark Noble. 27 penalties he scored in the Premier League. Obviously, they lost 4-1 to Leicester.
Yeah. That was I suppose we can just go on to that one. Like Leicester, Jose Perez brace.
Yeah,
proving he's got a better goal assist ratio than Maddison.
Yeah,
better goal assist ratio than Maddison. Maddison has really slowed down in the last bit. He started off like a house on fire, but I still rate him highly. Like,
oh yeah, I might be able to get us a signed shirt.
Nice.
Just throw that in there.
Blue Van Man, is it?
My cousin, as I'm related to half the fucking world, as you know.
Yes, I know that.
He's a goalkeeper coach at Coventry. And Madison used to play for Coventry.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And Madison said happy birthday to Fabs. I think his name's Fabs. And my cousin is best friends with Fabs.
Oh, that's wild.
So, when me and you go over for a game, I'll text Liam and be like, would you be able to get, we'll say, just say for the laugh, Chelsea Leicester tickets off Madison. We'll just say, oh, you don't know, like, there's links.
Always where to go. And then
if we get a signed shirt, then that's wild.
West Ham, I'll say it for a third time this episode, they're going down.
They're shite.
They're going down.
That's why we're the best football.
But meanwhile, a team that looked like was going down and is not is Southampton with a 2-0 win over Palace on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Stuart Armstrong and Redmond. Two great goals.
Playing like line died as soon as he hit the age of 21.
Yeah. But yeah, good solid win over Palace. Team tough to go to. Southampton, like that's just they're pretty safe from relegation now.
Yeah,
and you would not have said that a month ago.
No, and I mean as well. Just to move on, Spurs and Norwich, easy 2-1. They weren't really hassled.
No, Pookie penalty. Son returned it.
Sergio assist Friday. Son goal.
Like it's just a classic Mourinho team.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Like since it's a classic Mourinho 2010 team. Like since he left Inter, like you know.
Yeah.
Just not lighting the like. Would you say he's been a success at Spurs?
Huh?
Would you say he's been a success at Spurs so far? Like, no,
there
but
there hasn't even been like the manager kick on of 3 games.
Like he's just.
There's nothing to be excited about.
You know, I always like a bit of drama with Mourinho, but there's nothing right now.
No.
Like Spurs are just forgotten about. I suppose Villa solid 2-1 win against another relegation team.
Troy Deeney scoring. I think that's his 5th goal in 4 Premier League games. 6th.
Oh no, it's the 6th against Villa in 4 games.
Oh, I'm sure he's permanent made.
That's what always stands out to me.
Yeah.
Villa, was it Douglas Luiz set up by Grealish and then Mings off Cons / Mings. Just give them half a goal each.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, and said I suppose that would be all the games in total. Like no bar, I wouldn't say there's been any shocking results. You know,
that's the Premier League done really. So I suppose we'll see what's happening in Europe. Obviously Barcelona going to Ibiza,
beating them 2-1.
They took
Griezmann who got the winner.
He got to 2
in the 90th minute. Like they're going to go celebrate with
They're on the Grey
Gary
that night.
Gary Lineker's brother over there.
Payne Lineker.
Yeah.
We won't say anything. Allegedly he's done stuff.
Allegedly.
Definitely allegedly. Nothing happened.
It's all alleged.
Yeah.
All allegedly.
Oh, sure. There's no videos or anything. No alleged stuff.
Yeah. La Liga, I feel like it's tight this season in La Liga.
I mean, they're real.
But there's been nothing exciting happening over there. Like I always kind of tune into a few of the games. I'll keep up with the results over there. Just been not much happening in there. Like
all, really.
Honestly, the Bundesliga has been very exciting this season.
RB Leipzig, like 40. I think they're 40 points, and
They're 4 points ahead of Bayern right now. Bayern are on a bit of a surge, but Leipzig, they just don't look like losing.
No,
they're so well marshalled.
like
If only Ampadu could start now, like that would be a joy for me. But Werner, heavily linked with Liverpool now,
yeah, I don't
was
know.
heavily linked with Chelsea. Great striker. Do you need him? Handy to have. Handy to have.
Handy to have. I don't see for me now.
Yeah, but not Leipzig. They're doing excellent. Bayern. Apparently they're not taking up their loan option to buy Coutinho.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sending him back. Yeah.
He's. Do you know where he'll go? PSG. Keep Neymar happy.
Yeah.
That's honestly where I can see.
Especially if they lose Mbappe.
Oh yeah, hopefully it does. Mbappe 2020.
He'd want it for next season, considering 3 of your star players are out for a month or 2 of the Africa Cup.
Africa.
I thought they moved it
They
as well.
did, but then they're like, oh, the weather's too hot. I fucking
It's my
why,
I love watching the Africa Cup of Nations.
like even Joel Matip, he retired from Cameroon because of the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah, like
And they won it that year, I swear. They beat Egypt in the final.
it was like when Drogba had, like just retired and Ivory Coast finally won it.
Yeah.
I love that whole competition, but back to Europe anyway. The big man, Haaland,
3 goals.
United.
Hat-trick.
Are you
Debut.
watching?
Oh, they.
Are you watching?
United are just a big L at the moment.
Yeah, Haaland debut hat trick, looked composed.
That's all we gotta say, really. Augsburg. Wow.
Although apparently there is a release clause in his contract,
Oh, really?
50 million.
That's looking cheap
If-
already. That's
Obviously,
looking cheap.
that's all rumour mill, like, but
Yeah.
if he has that in his thing,
I can see him being
he'll be
bought out
snapped
there.
up straight away. But I hope he does well. I like Haaland from career mode, but not in real life. He's been fantastic this season. Sure, we've seen it in the Champions League. We've seen it in the Austrian League. We're seeing it in the Bundesliga now. It's been pretty good. Suppose if any kind of transfer news you want to go through.
There's a number. January's been weird. Like Bruno Fernandes.
Looks like it's off till the summer.
It's been going on enough since the summer. It's
Why are United spending 30 million on a teenager and they're haggling for about 5 million?
Do you know it's Arsenal? It's actually Arsenal. They are turning into Arsenal.
Yeah, Cavani, he's...
No, he's looking at E, is he?
we're looking at him, but his dad came out and said if he's allowed to leave, he'll go to Atletico. But now with the Tammy injury, we've apparently submitted a loan. Probably have to buy him as well. I'd love to have Cavani. He would suit Chelsea down to a T.
Oh, he would.
Reece James, second best right back roster in the league.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Chelsea fans are saying he's the best. No,
It's Trent.
no, it is Trent right now, but
Right. Oh, I love the way you said it. Right now.
The beast. He's got the physicality. Like, and I love Reece James. He is our best talent by far. But Cavani, a man excellent in the air. Mentor Tammy, because Tammy's heading for a big man is very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mentor Tammy, get him in for 18 months. Don't need to sign Werner then. Have a look at it at the end of the 18 months. Is Tammy going to be up to scratch? Probably, hopefully. And if not, then we can buy a new striker and let Cavani go. I would love to have him at the club. And I've been wanting him at the club since before he left Napoli.
He was unreal at Napoli. Like,
Yeah.
do you remember Lavezzi and Hemsey?
Yeah, and like he's PSG's all-time top goal scorer.
And, what was the comeback? Di Matteo, Chelsea Napoli.
4-1, Di
Yeah.
Matteo's first Champions League game.
Yeah, remember that.
Yeah, great game. Is there any other kind of Arsenal? They're not linked to much. Apparently, I saw a few silly things. It was like
there's
Aubameyang might be off to Barca on a loan.
That's what he's shite.
Atletico are looking at Lacazette if they don't get Cavani. But Lacazette, he's on 8 games without scoring now.
Yeah, he's... I don't rate him.
Spurs are looking at Willian Jose.
I saw that as well from Real Sociedad.
Yeah. Big man. Kind of he could be good.
He could be, but you don't know. Like,
Yeah, like and obviously Giroud probably won't be leaving us because of Llorente. It's kind of...
That's it really. No,
I suppose we got a good hour out of that.
we did. So obviously, I gotta stop saying obviously, but thanks for listening into Football Fanatics. I've been
please. I've been Rory Carroll.
That was great professionalism by us. Go on, what
Yeah,
you want to say,
please
Rory?
just leave feedback and everything on us. We'd love to keep doing this, keep improving, and hopefully it's the start of a great big adventure.
Hopefully, no. So thanks for listening and good luck.